Okay, guys, we're getting back into Canva for beginners. This is the third installment. We're going to title it Coffee is Life because if you've watched the last two episodes, that's kind of the premise I've been going with while trying to create and give you examples of how to use Canva to create YouTube shorts. And so the theme I was going with was coffee, just to give you guys an example. So if you've seen it already, you'll understand. If not, well, you'll understand soon enough. Okay, let's get right into it. We're creating a video. We know that. We're creating a YouTube short. So go ahead and click that. Um, now, I went back and I downloaded the little clips that we made in the last two episodes. So we're going to go into the upload file section at the left hand side of the screen, and you're going to go to upload files. Okay, I've got them all there. I also went into Audacity, which is a free audio maker if you want to record your own voice, unless you're using 11 Labs for AI generated voiceovers. If you can't stand your own voice, like I once couldn't. And so I've made a little 25-second jingle for my short so that it's not just dead in the background, but also so I can show you how it fits on the screen and how you can do everything right here on Canva. Okay, I'm going to download these three. These are my files. I'm opening them up. Now it's going to take a second or two for them to, actually load into Canva, but that's not going to be so long because, I have the gift of the gab and I can just talk my way through any amount of time and drink coffee while I'm at it. Also, I'm going to be showing you a neat little trick that you can do uh, when you record yourself on Canva. And I'm going to show you how you can play around with things and maybe give you just some more ideas that you can incorporate into your shorts or into your long forms too, because they apply them in both ways. So I think the files are ready to go. Yeah, okay, they're there. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to drag that one down there, right? If you remember the first video, this is the clip that we made. Look at that, pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy, right? Coffee is life, we all know. Oh, yeah. Right? Okay, that's the first clip. And then we're going to upload our second clip, which was technically the first, or was, no, this is the second one we did. But, anyways, boom. All right, let's check it out, see what we got. Yeah, all that coffee. Uh huh, uh huh, uh huh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Glenn Bobblehead. All right, you get the point. Now, I'm going to add a transition between the two just because I can, because whenever these two meet up, you're going to want to add a transition. Let's do line wipe. That sounds cool. And you can adjust it all on the side here, duration, how much your transition will go, in directions of which it can go. And depending on what the animations are doing from frame to frame, you can really look through these things because it's pretty cool sometimes the transitions that you can do. Um, not always, but sometimes. Anyways, I've just picked line white because that looks good enough, right? We're just trying to move along here. Okay, now I'm going to go back to uploads and I'm going to go to the audio section here. We got images, which are photos. We got videos, which are clips. This is another piece that I downloaded of myself singing a song, and I'm going to use that in a bit for the purposes of this video. But first, I'm going to add this file right here. And it's, I mean, I don't know if it's going to work 100% yet, but we're going to find out, okay? Um, Anywho, going back to the video clip. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to overlay it on top of our video here. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to remove the background from it. And then I can enlarge it and play with it any which way that I want. I want. Any which way that I want. You know? So, pretty cool. I don't know necessarily where it's best to put this yet, because I'm going to want to play with things, right? So, but before I do anything with that, I'm going to just take a look throughout the video and see what things I am blocking out with my head. Now, what's really cool about this is you see how they're all in the background from me? I can create it. I can create it so that the the text that's in the background will be in front of me as well. So that means you can have elements going in front of you and behind you at the same time throughout your screen, right? Like if you understand, like I was explaining in the other videos, there's like a depth of field and how we're stacking it. Right now, the portion of me that's doing a little jingle is stacked on top of our video files, right? So these are the bottom layers, and then there's me, that's the next layer, and then we put this your paragraph here, which is um this is the this layer will be above my face. You see what I mean? So there's a depth of field, and you can play around with that in really cool and unique ways. Anyways, you probably understand just based on me giving you the you know the this, whatever you call that. Anyways, um I don't know if my jingle is going to line up with my humming that I made, but let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. And I mean, it might get in the way of a few things that I've created. I might have to move my head. I might have to take my head out altogether, but we'll see in a couple seconds. I could also extract the audio and just use me singing and not my face. There's a lot of things you can do there. So I'm just trying to show you another element for the purposes of whatever your creation process is. So you can tell right away that the humming I made is not in time with the jingle that I'm singing. So I'm going to get rid of the audio, and I'm just going to keep the video I created of me singing, because you know what? I have a lovely singing voice, and I don't need any music accompaniment. All right, here we go. Uh, if you like coffee and I like coffee, we should get together and have a coffee. Coffee is good for you and me. You can drink it in the morning. Coffee is great and coffee is grand. Do another cup and you'll feel just grand. Doobie doo doobie doo. Coffee's great. I mean, does it really get any better than that? I don't think so. I think that right there is the pinnacle of creative genius. It's just obvious. I don't need to explain myself to you. You saw it. You saw the evidence. Anyways, you're kind of getting how you can all put this stuff together, how you can kind of edit on this. Like, I like to take this, and we'll do this in other episodes. I like to take these clips as individual clips, these ones right here, and these ones right here, and I download them, and then I use CapCut because CapCut can add another ability to really redefine and really jig your videos to the perfect little goodness that you want. So, but on Canva you can do it all, and it's a lot of fun. Um, I do suggest that you watch the two prior videos so you have an understanding of what went into each and every portion of the process, so that you can really understand the tips and tricks. Because honestly, this video is just meant to help you bridge the gap of knowledge that I wish I had, but I couldn't find out there. A lot of people talked about it, but didn't really actually get into the depths of it. So um, I just try to make these videos so that you guys could understand just the simple things you can do, and if you've got those tools in your belt prior, your life will be a lot easier when pursuing YouTube. Okay, I had to spend a lot of time gathering uh, and stumbling over and experimenting to get to a place where I understood really what I could do with this tool, right? And I don't think people use it 100% all the time for the purposes it could be used for. I don't know. That's just my thinking. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I've spent a lot of time using this tool. It has gotten me on my other channel to where it's at now. And I can't stress it enough. Canva is a great tool, and I now would like to delete all of this madness. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to download it because why not, right? First of all, I'm going to shorten my head so that he's not so in the way. Maybe we'll put him up here. Yeah, And then just quickly, I'm going to grab a coffee. Just bear with me. I'll be done in just a moment. Momentai. Ba, 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 ba. Ooh, seems like my jam right there. Okay. So, I just realized something. I got to go to photos. So, and I'm going to show you why just quickly. Okay, coffee cup. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba. Perfect. That's the one. Okay, remove the background. Enlarge it. And then now with a photo, you can do this and you can eliminate a portion of it, right? But I'm going to show you why I'm going to do that, because I'm going to duplicate it and then I'm going to pull this one down below so that it's in behind. And then I'm going to extend the back and I'm going to line it up. And now I'm inside the coffee cup. You see what I mean? So that's what I was talking about. I was going to basically create this where I'm sorry, pardon my where I am using the foreground and the background and stuffing something moving in the middle, right? It's pretty cool. And now I'm going to group that, make it a bit smaller, and place it at the top here. And now, you know what? I'm going to download it so that we have it for whatever reason and purpose, okay? Now that I've done that, I can scrap this whole thing. I can get rid of it all. So I don't want it. It's downloading. It's fine. Now, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is something that I kind of touched on in the other videos. Creating brand recognition with a GIF. And I showed my bobblehead or whatever, but this is I think this has really helped to bookend your shorts, to put at the beginning and at the end, right? Or to add with a like, subscribe, and share. And you're basically taking whatever your branding is, and you're creating a GIF or a GIF or whatever that pops in the screen and then pops out of the screen. Like I showed you so many different animations you can do, but I'm telling you that it's very, very potent, and people will you'd be surprised at the amount of people that will end up subscribing based on just a simple little thing like that, right? Because if you don't put it in your short, even in a subtle way, or give them a nudge like, oh yeah, maybe I should subscribe. Did I enjoy that? Sure, I should, right? But by doing it, it's just adding a little bit extra. It's an extra layer. So enough talking about it. I'm going to show you what I mean. Very, very simply. I'm going to use my bobblehead guy again, right? Because he's awesome. Just to show you exactly what we're going for. So I'm going to make this GIF. We're going to make it 5 or 4.7 seconds because that's how long this is. And we're going to add a few elements to this, right? I'm going to start with it off screen. I'm going to animate me in. There we go. Okay. He's so jovial. Look, he's so happy. um, and and then after that, I'm going to go back to elements. Now, like I said, this is going to be for our imaginary brand, and we're all about coffee on this channel. I mean, the imaginary channel that we're talking about. And so if I have anything that's in my my banner or that little circle that you get to use in YouTube, um, on this channel I use my face, which is very much the same picture as that bobblehead guy, and um, and so because this is like a makeshift coffee channel or whatever, because based on the shorts I was doing, I'm going to pretend that some of these things were a part of my banner, and so that there's your personal brand recognition, which can change over time, right? um Anyways, I'm going to start pulling. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Nope, neither was that. Oh, I keep doing it though. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I should pull it down there. It's easier. Okay, and I'm going to make this cup smaller, and I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it off screen. I'm going to have that animate in. You know what? I think I'm going to have it drop from the sky. Yeah, I think I might make it a bit smaller though. Cool. Okay, and then our brand name or our channel name, Coffee is Life. Oh, that didn't do anything that I wanted to. Coffee is life. Cool. Cool. We're moving. We're doing it. You know, we're doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Do. You know that song. Everyone knows that song. Coffee is great. Coffee is grand. Anyways, sorry, bear with me, guys, because it takes a little time. Anyways, if you followed along before, you know much of what I'm doing right now. So, I shouldn't have to walk you through every little step. You can play around with this. You can do it any way. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. Really, you got to do what feels right for you and your channel. That's what I've done, and you know what? It's worked. Got to be creative, and take your time with these things, because these little things, even though they seem small, when you put them on the back end or at the front end of your content, it's just instant. People recognize the thing that you're doing, and over time, through repetition, through continued repetition, over and over, people will know, like, oh, I know who this is right away. Because why? Because I saw the gif that they added in there, right? And you might not think it's a big thing. It's a big thing. Why do you think commercials with jingles work so well? Why do you think, you know what I mean? It's repetitive. It's like it etches into your brain. And so, without any further ado, I'm going to animate this in. Well, it didn't quite animate it in. Okay, so I got to click on the very bottom of that, and then there we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Right? So, what's our end product looking like? It's looking like this. If it would play. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. You go to here, you go to the top, you go to download. I know my face is in the way of this, but there, you'll have an option. And because we're in a video, it'll automatically go to download as MP4. But you have other options like JPEG, PNG, PDFs, PDF print, SVG, and they'll tell you what they're best for, right? And this is the suggested one because we're on a video for Canva YouTube short, right? But for this purposes, we're making a GIF. So we'll download that, but you also have to download with a transparent background so that you can layer this on anything, right? And so I really, really wish I could move my head right now. I really do. I'm just going to assume that I got it. Even if I didn't, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Because I can remove the background once it's downloaded. That's what I'm going to do. And yeah, then I'm going to show you, because I'm going to post it back on our clip, and I'm going to show you what I mean in total. Okay, we're almost there. Bear with me. Bear with me. And we can get that out of the way now. We're going to go back to our uploads. We're going to pull those video clips that we created in the first place. We're just going to drop them back in. And then, you know, in no time at all, we will have I think we're almost there. Almost there. These things can take a little while to download, so I know. Bear with me. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about using this little thing. Like, I can't stress it enough. There's something to be said about it. Okay, we're gonna re-upload that file back into Canva, right? And so that we can show you exactly what's going on. Okay, you see it right there in the corner. It's downloading right now, and then I'm gonna hover over. We're gonna just cut this scene to right here, and we're gonna call that. Let's pretend that was the end. Okay, I'm gonna drag this bad boy down here. Okay, now you'll notice it's not transparent background, and the reason for that is because my face was in the way and I couldn't click the button. But you can remove the background here. It might change the whole dynamic a bit. It might not look as good as it would if you removed the actual background. So I'm sorry about that. I meant to demonstrate it the way it was meant to be demonstrated. However, this will be good enough for your understanding. And yeah, I think you guys get the point. I should hope so. You know, let's see what's happening there. Oh, did it just? Yeah, there we go. You see, it's taking it out. So I'm going to enlarge it, and then I'm gonna watch it play. All right, ready? Okay, so see how it's changed that whole. Yeah. Okay. So something took place there, and it didn't work out. Oh no, it is. It's just been loading. Sorry. All right. Coffee is life. Right. Now you can just imagine whatever your branding is and however long you want to make that GIF, go ahead and do that. Anyways, you get the point. Thanks a lot for watching this other tutorial about putting it all together, about showing you real depth of field, also being able to record yourself on Canva and then playing around with it. It's a lot of fun. You know, take these little nuggets and apply them to your channel, and I guarantee you will be off to the races. Thanks a lot for watching. Join me again next time when this cup of coffee has been refilled. Okay, have a good one. Bye. If you like coffee and I like coffee, we should get together and have a coffee. Coffee is good for you and me. You can drink it in the morning. Coffee is great and coffee is grand. Do another cup and you'll feel just grand. Doobie-doo-doopie-doo. Coffee's great.